Good morning, Finley Dreamers.
Good morning, Mrs. Adams.
Good morning, Finley Scholars.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning, Finley family.
Good morning, Mr. Kirby. Nurse Lori's on here with us, Grayson and Rusty. Glad you're here.
Well, it is another marvelous Monday, and I know people are thinking, what is going to happen with the weather? Especially our first graders who are studying the stars, the moon, the sky, our kindergartners that are charting the weather. So I think no matter what happens, we can always be learning. We can always be reading, getting online with our teachers. And isn't it great that we live in Iowa where we have different weather just about every day? It sure makes for something interesting to study. Maybe somebody at Finley will someday be a person that studies the weather and the climate and thinking about climate change. What are you thinking about today, Mr. Miller?
Well, I'm thinking about how at Finley, we can do anything, even in a moment's notice. And in fact, this isn't quite a moment's notice, but it could be because those students at home, I'm sure, are going to be working hard on ST Math, EPIC, Canvas, like you just said earlier. Last week, though, we had great participants on here, wherever they were learning, and I want to name those 90% or higher. Mrs. Boudreau's class, 96% participation rate. Mrs. Dow, 91. Mrs. Osborne, 90. Mrs. Jinks, 94. Mrs. Brevard, 97. Mrs. Roberts Varghese, 96. Mr. Williams, class, listen, 100%. And the top three, of course, Mr. Williams, then Mrs. Brevard, then Mrs. Jinks. And you can see they have something in common, so maybe you can figure out that very shortly here. And last but not least, thanks to all of you out there talking to the teachers for sending me some great pictures. I've already put them up on the PowerPoint for everybody to see at Finley. Have a great day. But wait a minute, we have Nurse Lori on here. Anything, Nurse Lori?
Yeah. So moving forward, I know that our mask wearing has kind of declined a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit more noses around, and maybe students are forgetting their masks. Masks are so important. They're just like our pants and our shoes. So we need to make sure that we're wearing them and we're wearing them properly. But I have some really good news, and I'm kind of late on it. But last week, cohort B winner was Mrs. Sims, and they were the Golden Mask Award winner. And I did award that, but I hadn't announced it on here yet. But today and tomorrow, I am going to be looking for cohort A winners. So please wear your mask to keep everyone safe. And the reason why we don't have our masks on because we're in a space by ourselves. So that's why we don't have to wear a mask right now, because there's nobody around us and we have our doors shut. So please remain safe. And if you need a new mask or something's not working, just say something to your teacher and I will help you. Have a great day.
That's right. Thanks, Nurse Lori, for that health tip and reminder. And yes, we don't have our masks on so that we can speak clearly, but we've got them ready for when we leave our offices. Wow, so it looks like we have some guests this morning. I wonder if they have anything they would like to share. Grayson.
Wait, and what were we doing? Were we sharing something? A shout out.
I didn't quite catch that.
Grayson, do you have a shout out, Grayson?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
My shout out was that I have this shout out for Mrs. McDermott helping other kids in my class doing math.
Thanks for sharing. Rusty? Do you have a shout out?
My shout out was I forgot.
That happens sometimes. Do you
Oh,
have it?
yeah.
Rusty, let me help you. We're about helping you. Remember, although I'm talking to you, you said something about Mr. Miller. Remember when we practiced? So can you tell him what you said about me?
How Mr. Miller helps us at morning meeting what everybody see in school.
He does help, and thanks for that was a great example of how Mr. Miller helps all of us every day. Someday, Rusty, you might find yourself ready for college. So I can't think of a better time for our college cheer. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, ready, go.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 5th grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 32. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 4th grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 33. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 3rd grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 34. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 2nd grade graduate? 20,
20, 20,
35.
35. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 36. 20, 20, 20, 37.
Dream big. We believe. Full hearts. Be the change. And way.